It's time for baseball in the Bay Area as we welcome you to the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the Oakland A's. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Sean Manaea gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
First delivery to him on the way. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I'm looking forward to this one. They got their ace on the mound today. You get to the ballpark, you're ready to go. You're watching video. You know this guy is going to put his best foot forward, execute pitches to all quadrants. The opposition's got to be on point if they're going to have a chance today.
Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So here is Avisail Garcia. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that's in there. Base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. Runners at the corners here. Nobody out. And 2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit toward the right side. And a base hit as that'll chase the run home from third, and the White Sox take a 1-0 lead.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, Dero. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
Stepping in now, Matt Davidson. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Man, you might see some scrambling between the manager and the pitching coach in this one. That's 4 consecutive knocks. Code red.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. set. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground is short. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Jimenez. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
First offering on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Powell has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
You know, taking a look at this lineup, Matt, one thing you have to take into account is the variables that you can't control, and that's the wind. It's blowing in. It's howling in. You're going to see some guys in this lineup change their approach, not be looking for that launch angle and trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's going to take a big man to put one over the wall today.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball that just misses inside.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
2 balls and no strikes, the count to Yoan Moncada. Three runs already home here. Down the third baseline. Lowry back to first, and he throws it away. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word. Up next for Chicago, Leury Garcia. And the White Sox looking for more here in the game's opening frame. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a strike.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
4 runs here in this half inning. Hit out towards second. Lowry's got it, and he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. White Sox on top, 4-0. Ronaldo Lopez gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team is red hot right now. You grab your gloves to run out on the field for the bottom of the first inning, and you got a 4 spot, a crooked number up on the board for your pitcher. They're feeling super confident about the way they're playing.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
The count is 1 and 2.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Abreu trying to get there. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
Striding in, Marcus Semien. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
And the changeup is way low that time. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. Jed Lowry will be next. 1 out, nobody on. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Here's Jed Lowry now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll enter play here at 3:04. 1 home run and a dozen RBIs. Now the 1-0. And this will be fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moncada is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll move to the 2nd inning here in Oakland, and the White Sox are out in front, 4-0. Ready now for the White Sox, Adam Engel. He'll start things out in the top half of the 2nd.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. The 1-1 is a ball down and away.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. The 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
This one's down to third. Chapman brings it in, and that's the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Avisail Garcia. He reached on a single in his first try. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
The windup and the 0-1. Tough slider down low for a strike.
I know you're standing on the mound and you got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole batter up at the plate, he has a chance to get on and get the big boys up.
There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The next 1-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside. The 2-2 one more time. Hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty's there for it, and that's the third out. Down in order go the White Sox, but they're in front 4-0. So coming to the plate, Chris Davis. And we'll see if he can get out of this little dry spell he's stuck in. Not much offensively coming from him lately.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Now the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Anderson scoops it up. And a leap over at first, but he comes down with his foot on the bag to record the out.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And let's take a look at catcher Wellington Castillo, putting the digits down, massaging this pitching staff through the game, and one of the above-average arms when guys try to steal on him.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And now a pitch on the way. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. They'll try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. The 1-0 home. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike. Popped high in the air. Anderson settles under it near second. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. They trail here 4-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Jose Abreu is ready to start out the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Smoke toward the hole, and that is through into right field for a single.
A lot of smiles to go around on the offensive side. First time through the order. That's already their 6th hit today as a team.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Matt Davidson. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball one. Here it comes, 1-0. A fastball that finds the outside corner. The 1-1. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box now, Wellington Castillo. With runners in scoring position this season, Castillo is hitting exactly 200. Not really what you'd call a point of pride for him.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with the batting average on the season, but he's found a way to get on base north of 350. Working walks with an unbelievable eye at the dish.
Now the double steal is on here. He swings and misses. Down. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. The 1-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Davis is after it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
The batter, number 74.
Ready for another chance. Jimenez 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. White Sox leave one, but they hold a 4-0 lead. So now it's Mark Canna, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. The 1-0 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Two-0 count. The pitch. Outside. 3-0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
And he gets the call there. 3-1.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Fouled away. The 3-2 pitch. Line to the right side. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. And he misses with it. 1-1.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
The 3-1 pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Striding in for Oakland, Boog Powell. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. From the stretch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
The 0-1 on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Striding in once again, Matt Chapman. It was a flyout for him to start the home first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball one. Now the 1-0 is in off the plate.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Now the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. And he looks at one that misses, ball 4, so that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with one away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Digging in to try it again, Marcus Semien. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. 0-1 the count.
It looked like from our perspective he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Looks at a curveball on the outside corner. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Kenna at third, Fegley on second, Chapman at first, 1 gone. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 4-1 game.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade him out for a run anytime. Bases loaded and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Here's Jed Lowry now as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This is flared out towards second. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Not every ball's going to be hit on the screws right there. That one falls in front of the right fielder for a single bouncing green grass.
Here's Chris Davis now as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 2 down, runners at first and second.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the White Sox 4 and the A's 2. Digging in the switch hitter, Yoan Moncada. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Moncada is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box, Leury Garcia. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's got to hurt. In now, Adam Engel. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high. Garcia leads off first with 1 away. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat, and what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A man left for the White Sox as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He popped out in his first trip. The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. One and one, here it comes. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
So now it's Mark Hanna. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. Hanna, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Now the 2-0. Line drive to left. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. The relay. Throw won't get him.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
In now, Josh Fegley, as he lines it out to center. That's in there, base hit. Kenna rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate. And the deficit is down to only 1 now.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
Boog Powell is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Fegley is off at first with 2 away. bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0 home. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Matt Chapman would be next. The 3-0 pitch. 3-0 fastball's in for a strike.
This is where, if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Chapman, a California native, actually. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And he will leap to make an incredible catch. He takes away extra bases to put an end to the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. So here is Avisaíl Garcia. He singled and later scored back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Digging in, Jose Abreu. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch on its way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Into center field, line drive base hit.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? 3rd knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Standing in now, Matt Davidson. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Ready once again, Marcus Semien. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through.
Marcus Semien.
First pitch coming, here it is. Into center field, line drive base hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches base safely, and now it's the run-producing part of the order with nobody out.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Digging in once again, Jed Lowry. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. Runners off for second. Towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. And now a throw to first, and they got him. Never really had a chance with the hit and run on as he gets doubled up on the line drive. Ready for another shot now. Chris Davis. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Left side of the infield into the shift. Anderson brings it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A's go quietly there. They still trail it here 4-3. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo.
Leading off for the White Sox, catcher, Wellington Castillo.
Here comes the first pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time.
You know, you love a guy who attacks the zone, but sometimes I think you could throw too many strikes. That could be the case right here. This offense is going to the plate, just pulling the trigger on everything.
The windup and the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 1-1 home. This one's down to third. Chapman has it cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, number 74.
Ready for another shot now. Jimenez 0 for 2 for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Another 1-2. And that one just missed outside. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Now the 3-2 pitch. There's ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yohan Moncada. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's set and the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Jimenez stands at first with one out. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
Swinging a ground ball to third. Lowry. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Gregory Infante enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 45, Gregory Infante.
Digging in once again, Matt Olson. No hits to this point.
First baseman, Olson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Froze him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Off-speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1. 1-1. Hit in the air to left. Anderson is there. One away.
Up next for Oakland, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Digging in to try it again, Stephen Piscotty. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. first pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope, that's a ball.
And the changeup is way low that time. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Here's the 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Moncada has it, and very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter, Mark Hanna.
Digging in and looking for more, Mark Hanna. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
The 0-1 delivery. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Infante is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are 2 keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. 1, limit the base on balls. 2, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend a walk, and you can't defend a round tripper, and he does both.
The 2-1 home is a slider taken for a ball.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
Josh Fegley would be next. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And a full count for Canna now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. And Abreu will make the play, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. Score holds at 4-3. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. White Sox on top in this one, but before we get out to the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Ready once again, Leury Garcia, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Stepping in now, Adam Engel. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year, and it's now 5-3.
Yeah, he was having zero luck early in the game, striking out twice in 2 at-bats. But it only takes 1 swing to get back in a groove. That was definitely it.
Into the box, Tim Anderson. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ball hit hard to the left side. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Now batting, right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
So here is Avisail Garcia. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart after 6 1/3, and he'll have no shot at a victory here in this one.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the A's, number 31, Liam Hendricks.
First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia. Anderson, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. No balls and a strike to count. Line drive to left. But he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. But for the Sox, a run here in the inning on the solo home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's now 5-3 Chicago. Ready for another chance? Josh Fegley. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
First delivery to him on the way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Fegley, 30 years of age. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch, and it's fouled away. A runner at first with no outs here. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Danny Farquhar is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Danny Farquhar.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch bang.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
At the plate, Marcus Semien. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. This year against right-handed pitching, Semien is a batting line residing in the 230s.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Here's the 2-0. There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Fegley over at second. Chapman is over at first with 1 away. To 2-2 now. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And a fastball just a bit high. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Oh, on the ground is short. Could this be 2? There's 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Here's Jed Lowry now. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Engel is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. A's strand a couple. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Striding in once again, Matt Davidson. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
24, Matt Davidson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. The pitch. Hit hard to third. Chapman's got it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Still anyone's ball game. 5-3 is our score as we take a look now at the starter comparison to see how these two guys fared in the matchup. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 the count to Wellington Castillo. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Good guys leading this one on the road here in the 8th as you get a look at our line scored at this point. So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Jimenez. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Nope. And a ball 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Now that's popped up, but Fegley will have room behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox, and it remains 5-3. Joaquin Soria is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Joaquin Soria.
Striding in for Oakland, Chris Davis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 0-1 pitch. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Sliced hard on the ground. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And he will get there as the A's have themselves a leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Next up for the A's, Matt Olson. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Davis stands at second with no outs. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Here it comes, 2-0. He pulls this one into right. Garcia is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting, right fielder, Piscotty.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. On the move is Garcia. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
That was a nice job to track that one down to the alley because it definitely saved the run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
So now it's Mark Canna, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And it's 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland. They're still down 5-3. A look there at the Bay Bridge from the East Bay side, where we are for this one from the Coliseum in Oakland. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 coming. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
In now, Leury Garcia. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Slapped hard the opposite way, but quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Adam Engel. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a strike.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Hard on the ground toward short. Simeon's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Luis Avilan enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth. Striding into the box, Josh Begley. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series and maybe even the whole week ahead.
The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Abreu is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the ninth.
Number 3, Powell.
In now, Boog Powell. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Jake Smolinski will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Fastball that just misses inside. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Count. The pitch is back up the middle and into center field. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Matt Chapman. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. Chet Pinder will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
number 18,
First delivery to him on the way. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. Now the 1-0. Hit back up the middle to second for one, on to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Hey, there was no reason to panic. He gave up a hit, but he comes right back and gets a double play to end this thing. Great resiliency right there to secure the save and the victory for the team.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The Chicago White Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ronaldo Lopez earns the win, his second. Luis Avilan wraps it up for the save, his sixth. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious White Sox.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting out west in the American League, the White Sox put together 10 total hits as they defeated the A's in Oakland 5-3. The Rangers knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 10-8. The Houston Astros sent 3 balls into the seats as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 7-3. The New York Yankees only allowed 2 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Marlins 2-1. The Blue Jays pounded out 17 hits in this one as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 10-6. The Red Sox combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 4-1. The Phillies picked up 14 hits in total as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 8-4. The Washington Nationals took care of the Mets at Citi Field 2-1. The Cubs got 11 hits overall as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 3-1. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. The Milwaukee Brewers combined for a 4-hitter as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 8-2. Charlie Blackmon swung the bat well with 3 hits, helping the Rockies get past the Buccos 6-5. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Los Angeles Dodgers put up 16 hits on the day as they made short work of the Padres 11-2. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.